What's up, Earth family? Just got done with a little run. Now, about to share the most powerful message that I have shared. All right. So, people talk about, oh, everything that you need is inside of you. And it's so true. Everything that you need is inside of you. It is literally inside of you, meaning that you can parent yourself if you've been through trauma. Your higher self is that inner parent. So the higher self can literally be anything to yourself, right? Because the greatest relationship is with yourself. That is the greatest relationship that you'll ever have in your whole life. Nothing exists outside of you, right? And so everyone is processing and going through that relationship with themselves. So the more loving somebody can be, and they are battling, right? These polarities, the yin yang, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies within themselves, to be loving and kind or mean and judgmental to oneself, right? Then it is reflected back into your relationships with other people in the 3D. So the Rumi says, we are the mirror and the face. We're both the face and the mirror at the same time in life. So to kind of break that down, it means that you're interfacing the world, right? You're looking at yourself and then looking at yourself in other people. So when I was running, I realized that day by day, step by step, each and every time I go on a run, right? Or I do something to help me create more self-love. And running has been my activity where no matter what, I've been so consistent and it makes me feel so good. And then realizing that I do have to schedule, and you have to, just like when you budget your money, right? You have to budget your energy for the day to create a schedule on what you need to do, right? And if you're just starting out, make sure you use that Pomodoro technique where you're doing 25 minutes and then take a break, 25 minutes and take a break. Because I realize when I run, I do the same thing. Because when I'm warming up, the doubt, right, that negative part of yourself, we'll call it the lower self, right? Because the higher self knows and does what is best for it. But it's this illusion of what voice are you going to listen to? Because the relationship with yourself and then parenting yourself, when you feel pain, right, the fight or flight moment kicks in. Like, I am weaker on my left side, so I feel pain when I walk. But it's amazing how the body will hide pain. It's so creative. It's able to hide pain until you start doing yoga and become more aware of your body. And so this pain, it literally when it hits, when I pinpoint it or it strikes or it becomes um, conscious, when I become conscious of it, right? And it shows itself, right? It presents itself. Literally, I get frustrated and angry, and then you start to shy away. You feel threatened, by the pain. And then you say there's two scenarios: to just ignore it, and then eventually it becomes a bigger problem right down the road, or talk to yourself in a loving way. Send love to that pain, right? The physical pain, and then emotional pain. You can apply the same technique and attitude as that. Send yourself, your inner child, through your higher self, the inner parent. You can inner parent yourself by saying, being gentle with yourself when you're feeling angry, from emotional pain, emotional neglect, or any type of trauma, right? Send that child, your inner child, say, it's going to be okay. Everything will pass. Everything is peanuts here. This earth life, this human scenario experience is peanuts compared to the whole grand scheme of the entire universe and cosmos. This human simulation to evolve our soul, right? And so many, it's like the actual truth is grander than we can even conceptualize. Of there's many theories, but the moon is being a satellite, right? And there's all kinds of amazing things. There's this galactic spiritual war going on between all types of life forms, but they always give each planet free will, each um, planet and its inhabitants free will. So you won't be seeing any type of so-called alien life forms come say hi, right? Because we would feel threatened, and then that would be impeding on the free will of a planet. Because Gaia is a being, and its inhabitants have free will. Like we have the free will, but we can contact them through telepathy and through our higher selves and get downloads of energy and information and awareness, right? So to go back to what I was saying is that using your creativity to work on the relationship and cultivating the most beautiful relationship with oneself in order to change, ignite transformation, become the butterfly that you always knew that you could be, right? That beautiful butterfly that has emerged from the darkness, the depths of pain, of challenging times, of all this adversity. And it's so beautiful, right, when we watch movies, but you're living the story itself, right? Your hero story. And so there's another scenario. Instead of thinking that way, right, you could say, keep replaying why you shouldn't work out, right? You're using your creativity, imagination to stay the same. And then if it's painful now, it's going to be even more painful a year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now. I got that from Jordan Peterson. Shout out to him. So if you're going through a hard time, this is where you level up. So there's always two sides to look at things, right? And if you've been through pain and trauma and you have been programmed and conditioned, right, in our capitalist narcissistic system of way of life, right, that you program yourself to be weak, negative, pessimistic, the victim. And so you keep firing off the same thing. But remember, don't treat yourself like, as you get to know yourself and quiet down and really sit with yourself, you're replaying the voice inside of you. The relationship with yourself is the most important relationship. So focus on yourself, give yourself time. Know that every single moment is a new opportunity on where you want to go. If you have the intention that I want to get better, that's all you need, because it'll happen naturally, because the higher self, the universal intelligence wants the best for you. It's going to keep giving you signs. It's never going to give up on you. And then you realize that you're never going to give up on yourself. So the things that you can take away from this, remember, cultivate the relationship with yourself, because like most of us, right, we don't have a relationship with ourselves, or the relationship with ourselves, right, is very negative, very harsh. Self dialogue is very, very harsh, because we've learned to talk to ourselves the way other people, right, have talked to us, treated us, right? And so when you start to create boundaries, You show people how to treat yourself, and you show yourself boundaries through discipline of diet, discipline of so many things, right? Self love, going to exercise, self love of trying new things, doing something that makes you feel alive, singing, dancing, drawing, using your creativity instead of just doing things to meet, to make ends meet out of survival mode, doing just things not for fun. And so that is the key to life, to feel more passionate, feel more alive, is to do things regardless of any type of outcome. It's just for pure joy, pure excitement, fun, and creativity. And that's what we're made to do, right? And that's why I want to pay it forward. And I'm learning to use my creativity, and I want to share it with you because you have the same creativity that will cultivate the greatest relationship that you'll ever know is with yourself, because it's going to take you to the next level. I love you, Earth family. Until next time.